Hello, Frankfurt families. Welcome to another episode of Toddler Time with Miss Rachel. This week we are talking about the letter Q for quilt and quiet and ducks that go quack. So I hope you'll enjoy some of the songs and rhymes that I have for you today. The first rhyme that I have for you is a rhyme that I found on one of the Storytime blogs that I follow, Storytime Katie. Thank you, Storytime Katie. This is one of my favorites to do for a loud and quiet story time or for the letter Q. And it goes like this. It's called Loud and Quiet. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Quietly, quietly, not a sound. I'm listening as I look around. No sounds as I nod, no sounds as I clap, no sounds as I tap my hands on my lap. Loudly, loudly, stamp and clap. Loudly, loudly, stamp and clap. Loudly, loudly, stamp and clap. All that noise, well, fancy that. And the second one I'd like to share with you today is pretty classic, one that's common in story times, but I love to do it with my toddlers and even with my own little one at home, who's about almost 2. And she really loves to sing it in the morning with me. It's 5 Little Ducks. And you can do this one with a flannel board or with a puppet, or you can just do it with a variety of hand motions like I do. And it goes like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 5 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 quack. And only 4 little ducks came back. 4 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 quack. But only 3 little ducks came back. 3 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 quack. But only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 quack. But only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 quack. And none of the 5 little ducks came back. There's one more verse. I wonder what's going to happen. Sad mother duck went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 quack. And all of the 5 little ducks came back. And the book that I shared with my toddlers this week is one that I really love called The Quiet Book, and there is another version of this called The Loud Book. So if you come to the library, you should really check both of them out and read both of them to talk about loud and quiet. And this is a really lovely little book that talks about all the different kinds of quiet. So there's sleeping sister or brother quiet, and there's story time quiet, one of my favorites. There's also a picture of a young gentleman who dropped his peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the floor, and it's jelly side down quiet. So there's lots of different kinds of quiet, and of course it ends with sleeping soundly quiet. So it's a nice story for both story time and bedtime. Thanks so much for joining me for this episode of Toddler Time with Miss Rachel. This week is the end of our 5-week session of Toddler Time. So next week, starting February 6th, we will be off, but we will be back the week of February 13th with a brand new session. Our first day back with Toddler Time is Tuesday, February 14th on Valentine's Day, so that I hope you'll be able to join us. Again, Toddler Time is Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10:30. It's walk-in registration with a valid Frankfurt Library card, and siblings are always welcome.